Hey, the Thabreakmasta here, and it's gonna be my Blade episode 12 review. Well, Blade anime episode 12 review, and I'd say this is a good episode. I didn't think this is the last episode of this season because I don't know if they're hinting or not, but this show could actually go on longer than it was planned. It's like 12. I guess 12 episodes, and this is the last episode, and it was actually pretty good. It's a nice ending. It's a nice ending to it. And yeah, but I like if they actually go on with this show. This show is actually very entertaining. One of the better Marvel series that they had, and Marvel anime series that they had. So it's just good. It's good. It's good. I wouldn't mind going for another 12 episodes with Blade. This is really good. It's really good stuff. So basically, this episode starts off with where we left off from before, where Blade was about to go attack those other pureblood and other vampires and stuff. So they're gonna go fight and stuff. So then Kikyo ends up appearing and wants to help Blade out. Wants to avenge his master. So they start teaming up on him. Blade's using Makoto's brass knuckle vampire punchers and knocking them all out and stuff. And Kikyo's all slashing them up with his handy swords. That's all I call them, handy swords. So he's slashing them all up, cutting them down, and then this big monster thingy comes out, and Blade's like, I'm gonna take this thing out, but then Kikyo's like, no, you go on ahead, you need to go deal with other crap. So Blade does what Kikyo asks, and Kikyo starts fighting that thing, and so Blade ends up going into the place and ends up finding Deacon Frost. And so they start talking a bit, and it's like, join my side, son, please. You'll be a great addition to me. You are my son. And then he ends up trying to fight these three ultimate vampire things that he created. That's supposed to be, have Blaze blood and stuff in it. So yeah, he's like, put the sword in. He's like, no, it's like I'm not fighting. I'm not teaming up with you. Come on now. So he starts fighting those monsters, and Deacon Frost leaves so he can do his little things himself. So when Blade was fighting him, I was actually almost disappointed for a second, because I was like, these guys are supposed to be like the ultimate fighters or whatever. And they end up getting beaten 2 seconds by Blade. Blade's like, done. And I'm like, what? On the ground and stuff. I was like, come on. But so he ends up going up the stairs, but then they actually have a transformation. They end up getting out of that skin stuff, and they're all red looking and everything like that. So yeah. So now they have a stage 2. So now they're gonna be fighting some more. But you see Deacon Frost actually injecting the blood into himself, and then he ends up becoming the ultimate being himself. He has the ultimate power, and he's supposed to be very powerful and everything like that. So now he's like, I'm so strong now and crap. And so then we end up panel back to Kikyo, and Kikyo ended up defeating that monster. And oh yeah, Noah was supposed to destroy the facility itself. The heart of the facility. That I can't remember what it was called, but he had to go in there and he had to blow it up. He tried to blow it up, but then these freaking bird thingies ended up coming, trying to ended up taking the bomb away from him, and he couldn't get the bombs anymore. And then Razor was taking down the little bird thingy. So while Razor was taking care of that, he ended up getting that holy water that Makoto has still on her, and he ended up putting it in that little container or whatever thing that was basically powering the whole facility. So that means all that blood and everything just got purified and stuff. So things are starting to explode, because can't take all that and crap. And so we pan back to Deacon Frost and stuff, because we end up seeing him again, because Blade ends up going back up there and ends up seeing him. But then those ultimate being vampire monsters ends up coming back and stuff, and then they end up starting to fight him again, start fighting Blade again. So Blade starts fighting him. He has a little bit more trouble fighting him, but they still ain't nothing to him. And then he ends up thinking, well, they're vampires. So he ends up breaking the top of the ceiling, which will bring the sun out, because apparently the fortress that Deacon Frost is in is blocking the sun. So if you break the glasses and crap like that, everything falls and the sun will come out. So he ends up breaking the glass, and the sun was up, and he thought it was supposed to burn them. But Blade's like, what's going on? Why aren't they dying? And he's like, ha 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 ha! I injected their blood in them. I get your blood into them, so now they're ultimate beings. They can withstand the sun and just be out there killing everyone in the sun. So then he starts fighting, and he's like, oh, he ends up defeating 2 of them, and then knocking down 1 of them. And so that made Deacon Frost like, come on, I made you guys supposed to be some strong son of a guns. You guys get beat down in 2 seconds. Get out of here. So he's like, you guys are useless. So the only thing he ended up taking that ultimate beings thing head off and drinking the blood out of him, and then it ended up killing him. And then he ends up transforming into his ultimate form and crap. and so now he's all powerful and everything. And he walks up into the sun. He's like, yes, the sun's so warm. How nostalgic. I'm like, yeah, sure. You ain't gonna be seeing the sun for very long. So the Blade and Deacon Frost actually start to fight, and Deacon Frost was kicking his butt like he normally does, except he was doing really, really powerful hits, and he's going through pillar after pillar after pillar, and then landing on walls and crap like that. And then Blade's like, no, I'm not done yet. And then he ends up swinging his sword and making this like wave blast thingy. I don't know. It was this weird wave blast thing. It was very interesting. I never did that before. So, but he ends up doing that, and Deacon Frost's like, no, and goes fist a punch to it and crap. And he ends up blocking it, but it ends up making this big, gigantic smoke, and he didn't know where Blade was, and he saw a sword over there, but he's like, he must be right there, but he wasn't. He was up above with Makoto's brass knuckle thingies, and he was coming down on him, and Deacon Frost ends up catching it with his hand. It of course doesn't kill him because you have to really do a physical, a very powerful hit, like kill him in the heart or stab him in the heart and stuff like that, So. Yeah, and he's like, let's do this, Makoto! And he's trying to push through and everything, and he was getting through, and Deacon Frost was like, it's useless and crap, and he ends up falling down because then Blade ends up putting the dagger, his mother's dagger, into him, and he's like, oh snaps, into his heart, and then he gets out of it, and then Blade ends up punching where that dagger is, and it goes right through him, and it kills him. And that's it with Deacon Frost. Deacon Frost is falling down, and he turns just a bunch of smoking flames because Blade was also falling down with him. So yeah, so basically the whole battle was over. Everyone was dead. Kikyo's still alive, and Razor and Noah, they're still all good and everything. And they basically won the battle. I don't know where the Pure Bloods went, but they I guess they freak this retreat. So yeah, so now Noah's wondering where his Blade and stuff. He's worrying about it, and then he ends up seeing Blade in the sunset walking like and stuff, and yeah, you guys just survived. Like he thought he was gonna lose, so that's kind of messed up. So yeah, so he's like, well, what are we gonna do now? And he's like, well, as long as there's vampires in this world, as long as people need help, I'll be there. Blade, and I'll be killing these people, and they end up giving me the name Blade. So. Yeah, and then that was how they ended it. Like I said, because he said he still have to go attack the Pure Bloods, so I think there could be another season. I mean, if there's another season, I look forward to it. And do you guys look forward to another season of Blade anime? I don't know. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And if you've seen the episode, leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the episode. And if you like Blade, and like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more seasonal anime reviews because Blade's over. So yeah, so it's been the Thabreakmasta. It's been my Blade episode 12 review. So until then. Break out.